say their last name? Somebody fucking answer me. Chapter 2, God in the Gutter, January 8th. Ever since they were little, Damien has always dreamt in red. Red is a beautiful, meaning-filled color. Okay, cool. I hate mispronouncing names and stuff. It is loud, angry even, but it is unapologetic and passionate. It is the color of blood and hate, but also the color of love and desire. When they were growing up, there wasn't much love to go around. They dream of their family always screaming at one another, or at a small child who couldn't fight back. In these dreams, they are never called Damien. A name that hasn't been used in years is what rolls off the tongue. Pa's anger drips red from his teeth like venom from a snake's fangs as he yells in that booming voice of his. Ma's knife is splashed with red one day when the screeching reaches a crescendo and Pa puts his hands on her throat. And of course their tongues would be stained with hatred when their ire turns toward the sole child in the family. As a child, Damien couldn't explain why they hated being in their own skin. When they dream of their face, they see a reflection of a kid who wanted to go to the beach so badly they couldn't stand the idea of their swimsuit. But couldn't stand the idea of swimsuit. A child who wanted to bite all their skin off in hopes they were just a cocoon that they were just in a cocoon that housed their real self. But this isn't a shell, and there's no gorgeous butterfly waiting to emerge. Desires in a language they don't understand buzz and itch under their awful face. When bitter sobs bruise their ribs, the tears are red. And now they dream of blood filling their lungs and spilling through their lips. Wait. No. It's not blood, and their body isn't trying to expel it. It's an infection. And in the dream, their body welcomes it. Their mind screams to purge it, but the sack of meat and bones doesn't listen. Every fiber of them is warped and distorted, overwhelmed by the parasite as it settles deep in their chest. They try to cry out, but their voice is no longer their own. Relatable. From the look in their eye to the twitch of their fingers, this monster bleeds every drop of Demien's soul out and settles comfortably inside their shell. They dream of their flesh becoming nothing more than fertilizer for invasive weeds, with scarlet flowers unfurling toxic petals around their skin. An eyeball that used to belong to them bursts, and Damien awakens with a start. It's incredibly late at night, or early in the morning, depending on their perspective. Damien sits up slowly. It feels like there's razor blades in their skull, sliding around and slicing up bits and pieces of their brain. Struggling to lift an arm, Damien drags a hand down their face. Sleep doesn't come easy to Damien these days. Well, it never has been easy, but they graduated to a full-on insomniac in the past year or so. They're lucky if they get a few hours of sleep every day. Of course, Damien knows full well that this is partially their own fault. If they actually worked a normal schedule instead of taking every slot available to get out of the shithole and stop scrolling through their phone for hours at night, who knows? Maybe the bags under their eyes wouldn't be so dark. Ugh. Bleary eyes glare at the alarm clock on the nightstand. The display reads 4:33 a.m. in bright red. Oh, that's just great. Not like it's already hard enough to sleep. A rat skitters across the carpet. Ugly bastard too, with a scar across its left eye. Demi makes no motion to get rid of him. They sure don't feel like they slept for 3 hours straight. Oh, sure. Demi flops down on the pillow and stares directly upwards. Their entire stay here, Damien has never been able to figure out how the hell someone got coffee stains on the popcorn ceiling. How did they get to bed? How did they get to bed anyway? Last Damien remembers, they'd been grabbing some cheese curls in the vending machine outside when... Oh, fuck. Damien throws the sheets off their legs and sprints to the bathroom. Something is wrong. Something is inside them. And they need to get it out. Somehow. How? They don't know. God. Frantic thoughts pour through their mind again and again. Why did they do this to themselves? God, dumbass. Just gonna resist the noises that some alien vomit slime creature made, huh? Eyes burning in the sunlight, Damien looks over themselves countless times. There's nothing wrong with their limbs physically. No twisted, gnarled claws to replace their nails. He needs a bathroom real bad. Technically? No thorn bursting from their skin. Thorns. The only difference Demian can see is their left hand. The abrasion has completely healed over. There isn't even a scar where the cut should be. Everything looks fine. Not a single monstrous distortion of their body. A twinge of regret pods at their chest at this. Demian fears it's a good idea to push aside the implications of that for now. There's just one last thing. Peeling the tape from the edges of the trash bag, Demian steals their nerves. There's going to be nothing wrong with them. Their face will be unchanged. Fortunately or unfortunately. No, we don't know what it is yet, but that's what people call this, so I think it's just, that's the jokes. So I don't know if it is, like, lore-wise, but... Ow. Sorry, gotta stretch. Like I said, it was a rough day, and my body's just broken. Mentally and physically. And a little emotionally. Alright, let's go. I was yelling to my cat. Vein heads rise up. Nice. Some Metagel. Just one little peek is all they need to reassure themselves. How many chapters is this, Trinket? They're a grown-ass guy. They can look at the reflection without getting dysphoric. Shaking hands uncover the mirror. Okay. The fuck? Yeah. They're fine. Their face looks the same as it always has. They don't like it, but it's there. With any luck, they'd think, well, letting go of the tarp, last night was just a feverish byproduct of an exhausted mind. Gem. Nice. For better or worse, Demian is completely unchanged. The thing that sucks is I got myself cookies to snack on, but this is a visual novel, so I have to read constantly. These are chewy Chips Ahoy, so they take longer to eat. They're just sitting there taunting me. But you have changed in ways you cannot see. That's Demian's own voice. They whirl around to face the mirror again. The trash bag is no longer a protective shield against an uncomfortable image, instead a curtain to yank away and reveal something much stranger. The reflection lolls its head to the right. A dull smile curls its lips. There you are, it says in Demian's own voice. I can't do much right now while you sleep, you know. Demian blinks. They blink again. One more time. Rub their eyes. And one final blink, just to be sure. The response is simple. What the fuck? Am I dreaming? Who are you? Speak and chew at the same time. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, they're taking this about as well as anyone could expect. The reflection scoffs. You act as if I simply fell upon you without your knowledge. You let me in. You listened and you reached out. I simply reached back and closed the gap between us. Real as hell. Is it that thing? Its lips move on its own, body shifting and adjusting out of free will. The reflection leans forward, its elbows on the cracked ceramic. Demian stays put. I know what you're thinking, it says with a dull trill in the back of its throat. I hear the whispering thoughts in the forefront of your brain. Yes, I'm the one who called you in the snowstorm. And you're the one who answered me. What do you mean you hear my thoughts? Hang on. That didn't sound right. It takes a good second for Demian to word their next question. It feels like one slip of the tongue would be the equivalent of a landmine. Demian's tone is wary as they ask, what do you mean you hear my thoughts? It's me, envy of the PS5. It's me, what the hell? Don't you know? We share a body now, you and me. There's no mockery in its voice. Amusement, yes, but the reflection hasn't spoken in a taunting manner. Our minds are connected now. My mind is yours and yours is mine. Initial gut reactions confirm that yes, hive minds and identity erosion is still a terrifying concept to Demian. It clicks its tongue, shaking its head at Demian's hesitation. Oh, don't be afraid. My form is unraveled to its faintest traces. I can't do much of anything without your permission. For now, anyway. What does that mean? Without the embrace of a human, I cannot bloom to my full potential. So... you need me, is what you're saying. Yes, that's right. I need you and you need me. 1,000 things Demi could say worm through their head. Eventually they settle on one. What is blooming? What is this blooming thing? It's brought up blooming a lot in the whole conversation. Demian figures they might as well know what that is before they go too far in. More importantly, the question of, is blooming going to kill me, needs an answer. Sorry. Then again, it could always lie. Demian wouldn't know either way. When I'm fully rebuilt and can reach for the gifts of a god, then I can bloom. Demian scrunches their face up. That doesn't sound like a good sign. He laughs and leans in. I know what you're thinking. The answer is no. It will not kill you. Blooming is a wonderful feeling. In fact, if you could reach out and touch the heavens for eternity, the bliss you feel would be nothing compared to when I bloom. Is it going to harm me in any way? Or are you going to use my body as a fucking plant food or something? It's like dealing with a genie. One wrong word and I'm turning into a toad or something because I wanted to jump higher. Don't be so skeptical, friend. I have no intention of hurting you in any way. After all, our pain is shared now. Your agony is mine and my suffering is yours. I can only bloom with a living and conscious host at the peak of their physical condition. This statement nestles itself comfortably in the front of Demian's mind. So, to bloom, you need me. Need me. Yes, I do. Oh, sorry. I'm getting... Demian tilts her head and asks the burning question. Run off the floor. So I'm in control here. Oh, what should I ask? I don't know why one text is red. I assume it's just to move things along, but I don't know. Which to pick? I refuse, they know. What the fuck? I dyed it. Wow. I assume it has meaning. To learn the hard way. Or maybe it's about controlling the plant, like giving, like red is a passionate color. That's, even though this looks more salmon to me. It's more like a salmon. But you know, not even like a darker salmon. So I'm in control here? I just put salmon on the buttons. How can I ever see the color? God damn it, accuracy! Demian scrapes up some modicum of confidence. Is that what you're saying? What gives you that idea? For once it seems the reflection is caught off its guard. It's a blink and you miss it moment, and the next breath it paints its carefree ruse back on its face. Admittedly, they almost blinked. Thank God they didn't, though. It's about time Demian gets to peruse each little twitch of the other makes anyway. Of course, if it soothes your heart, we can both agree to that notion. I just want to know your thought process, it says. Demian looks up at the cobwebbed ceiling, perking the corner of their lip upward. Think about it. Like you said, you literally need me, right? You literally need me. Me? I can live without you. If I stuck my fingers down my throat and puked up right this moment, I could shake off this night as a fever dream and go on living like I have been. They laugh dryly and go on. But you? Well, you'd be shit out of luck. You can strike gold again and find someone else like me the first time, rebuild just fine, or your next 50-something tries could be like Dumpster Girl over there. It's not smiling anymore. Yes, you're right. When you put it that way, you are the one who calls the shots, so to speak. Damn right I am. By comparison, Damien's grin is huge. They look like someone told the Cheshire cat he can have all the wet food he wants and an extra treat after dinner. You want to rent a space in this meat sack? You gotta play by my rules, or you can try your luck with someone else. You got me? Fine, okay. If it brings you comfort, then we will go that way. I'll let you stick around till you're able to bloom. You hear that? I'm letting you stay. I can evict you whenever, but I'm not going to let it come before my own health, alright? You're not hurting me. I'm not hurting you. That's how we're gonna play it. What the hell? Okay, see this one. Trinket. Very well. Clearly it has more to say, but doesn't. More to say, but it doesn't. Demi can feel an inkling of thought forming in its mind, but they can't decipher what it means. Probably just throwing a fit it can't run through roughshed and use them for insults or something. It's getting awkward just referring to this parasite as just Demien's reflection. Whoops, I hit the wrong button again. Unwilling bond or not, it's still a living thing with an identity of its own. Calling it their reflection sounds weird too. Damien can kind of glean they only perceive it as a mirror image because that's easiest for their brain to wrap around. Something like that anyway. Hey, Damien asks, do you have a name? I used to, over in my eons of oblivion, though it has eroded from me. Oh, they look away. Do you want me to give you one? You don't have to say yes or make it your whole identity if you don't want to. Could just be a nickname or something. Whatever makes you the most comfortable. How about Slice with a Y? You know, to be cool. Wait, no, that's edgy. I'm supposed to be out of my edgy phase by junior high. It flows well, Slice says. I like it. Phoenix, you sure? Yes. Alright, Slice it is. Slice smiles wider than it has during their entire conversation. Gamer S. Then I hope we can get along well, you and I. Damien can't help but feel they cut a deal with a god in the gutter. As if on cue, the landline phone in the main room blares its distressing tones. They jolt and whip their head around to face the bathroom entrance. Shit, that's probably Carl or Margaret. They think, what do these fuckers want now? Damien looks back to give Slice a goodbye. All they see now is their own face. Fuck it. Sharing a body with an alien parasite can wait. Right now they've got more pressing matters on their hands. They pick up the phone and do their best to sound like they haven't been up for half an hour already. Zhao speaking. Hey Damien, it's Margaret. Dude, it's 5 in the morning. I work second and third shifts, blah. I know, but our morning housekeeper Isaac just called and we don't have anyone else to fill his slot. Tell Isaac to go stuff it and get his ass in here. Come on, Maggie, please. I'm exhausted. Look at my schedule. I'm supposed to be on second with overtime today. Demi is taking this Slice thing awfully well, if they do say so himself. They've got pretty decent at packing away trauma in their brain to sort through later. Sorry. It reminds them of shoving their summer wardrobe into neat little boxes to get enough space for winter gear. Problem is, this kind of goes beyond trauma and into life-threatening events that anyone would panic over. Not really something they could stuff into the mental closet to deal with on a better day. I'm sorry if I start to drift. It's not the game. It's just me being really tired as fuck. I'll say I'm gonna go get some more water, and I'll eat a cookie on the way, so maybe that'll give me some sugar. I'm ready. Huckabee. Gem, what the fuck? He hawk on my zom till I be. What the? What? One zombie. Hey, maybe they're imagining Slice Up. At any point, they could wake up severely ill next to the motel's dumpster, covered in snow, 2 seconds away from death because they ate alien goo, and it's liquefying their intestines in real time. That's also a possibility. Look, Damien, you know I never want to do this to you, but we really need someone to fill in and clean up before... You know what, I can talk with Dad, okay? We could probably get Samuel or someone to take your other shift today. We just really need you on this. Oh, so Samuel can take another shift, but you need me for this one? I see what you're doing. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'll talk to Dad right now, alright? Alright. Margaret slams the phone down on her side. Someone kill me already. It whispers to Demian's mind again. Could never harm you. Safe with me. Yeah. Can't bloom without a host. Don't want to risk it and try someone else. It'll take a while to get used to having two voices in their head. Like some kind of veins like Tapeworms. If this were a horror movie, Demian thinks they'd be the first to die. If it was a porno, it'd be a tentacle. Yeah, they would be the token minority who thinks this is a cute rom-com cottage in the forest getaway. That's white women. They blissfully skip their way down the creaky stairs and into the cluttered basement without so much as a flashlight. Insane. I didn't say nothing. Sorry, I'm reading. Excuse me. Come on, focus on the gameplay here, please. Come on. It's important. And, oh, oops, there goes their head. Chainsawed off by the slash before Demian can make it down the last step. They're not final girl material. They're too stupid for that slot. Demian isn't even a girl. Ain't that just the piss in their cornflakes? But this ain't a nice spring breakup. There's no splinter-filled cabin in the heart of the woods. No serial killer that wasn't hugged enough as a kid, so now he skins people for fun. Yet. And this isn't a horror movie. This is real life, and Demian has to clock in at 7 a.m., running off 3 hours of sleep, and pretend they don't have to have a vomit goo alien wrapped around their ribs. Ain't that fantastic? Morning, Sam. Margaret. Hey, have you seen Demian? Oh, they're cleaning one of the rooms. Don't bother him. Wow, another? Yeah, Carl's not too happy about it, but the corpse last week put them in the clean freak mood. I don't blame them. Don't take this as fact or anything, but I think dealing with all that fuck with their head, like, a lot more than they want to admit. That's Margaret, sorry. No shit, that thing was rotten when they found it. No, seriously. I know they're acting like it's all water under the bridge, but Demian's just kind of been different ever since. I don't know how, but something's changed. I don't know, I think I'm seeing too deep into stuff. I wish Demian would just talk to someone or say something. I wish I knew what was going on in their head. Leave them alone. Maybe they just don't want to talk about personal stuff at work. Maybe.